Okay, this is a 2001 Toyota Avalon, and it has the V6 in it. Recently got it out. It's our backup vehicle. Went to get it out. Battery was dead, and so I charged the battery and then went to drive it somewhere, only to find that I had no power. I was unable to accelerate and get much above 20 or 30 miles per hour. So I knew I had some issues. Came home, parked it, and started Googling and trying to figure out what to do. Changed the front 3 spark plugs and ignition coils. The back 3, the front 3 are underneath this cover, easy to do. The back 3 I didn't even attempt. They're behind all of this. Didn't want to have to get into that. Took it to Autozone, had them run diagnostics. It only gave me problems with the front 3, so I didn't even worry about the back 3. So another thing I did was I cleaned the throttle body by removing these 2 hose clamps. Just loosen them up with a screw, pull these off, and inside there's 2 throttle body elements that I sprayed some carb cleaner in, took a rag to, opened them, got in there really good, and wiped out as much gunk as I could. That still didn't fix my problem, but couldn't hurt. So I ordered some parts. I ordered 2 oxygen sensors, one downstream, one upstream, and a mass airflow sensor. I changed there's plenty of YouTube videos out there, so I'm not going to recreate that, but I changed the downstream airflow sensor, which is located almost directly in front of me here. Okay, just wanted to show you the new O2 sensor. I think you can see it right there. That's the new O2 sensor I put in on the downstream. You see it's just behind the little ways down behind the catalytic converter. And it goes into the footwell near the center console on the passenger side. One other thing I wanted to mention on this downstream O2 sensor is that when I watched other YouTube videos, they all showed the plug for the wire harness on the O2 sensor under the seat towards the back near one of the air vents. That is not where mine was located at all. I had a heck of a time finding it. I might not have had to remove the seat, but it definitely makes it easier. For 4 bolts, all you got to do is just take a screwdriver and pop these off. There's 1 bolt here, 1 here, and then there's 2 in the back with plastic covers too. But mine was not up under the seat. It was actually located about right here. And so I had to pull this carpeting down underneath this. I just kind of pulled this out and grabbed it and yanked it down a little. And underneath here is where it clipped. And so I was able to unclip it and get it out of there. But I had already removed the seat at that point, and it still might make it easier because it's really tight right into here. It's very close to this. So in case yours is in a different location than what you're finding in the YouTube videos also, just so you know, that's where mine was. And like I said, this is a 2001 Avalon with the V6. But that still didn't fix the car. So I still have no power. It's running smoothly now, but I have no acceleration. I can get it up to 40 or 50, but it takes a long time to get there. So the next part that came in the mail that I had ordered was the mass airflow sensor, which is located right here. And it looks like this. And when I replaced this, it fixed everything, and my car is running like a champ, like brand new. Very simple, the simplest thing of all to do. I wish I'd have done it first, but who knows, maybe it was a combination of problems. But all it is 2 screws. Let's see, there's 1 screw, Phillips head, here's the other one, and this clip, which you just pinch and pull off. Pull that one out, put the new one in, screw it back in, clip it back on, problem solved. Fixed everything. It was really awesome. I still have another oxygen sensor on the way. When I get it, I'll work on trying to replace that. It's going to be hard to get to. It's way back down there behind things. I don't know if I'll have to go under the car or try to take things off to get to it from the top. But because it checks out as bad, I'll go ahead and replace it since I already have it on order. One other thing I want to tell everybody is that If I'd have replaced all these parts by going down to Autozone or one of the other auto parts stores to get them, it would have cost me over $500 just in parts, buying them myself without any mechanic markup or anything, just going down and buying them. I found them online on eBay, amazingly. I ordered them all, and for 86 bucks, all of the parts, that paid for everything. So for 86 bucks, I was able to change all of these things. I paid 16 bucks, I think it was, or 14 or 16 bucks for the mass airflow sensor, which is what turned out to be the problem. I just wanted to mention one more time about where I bought the parts for the 2001 Avalon and all the things I replaced on it. We have, in my hand, I have the mass airflow sensor. You see where it plugs in, the 2 screws that hold it in place. That's all there is to changing it. Like I said, I tried cleaning the other one. It didn't do any good. It looked clean when I took it off. It looked clean when I put it back on, but it didn't make anything better. But when I replaced it with a new one, my car started working great again. I paid, I'm looking at my cost sheet here, mass airflow sensor, I paid $14.80. My upstream O2 sensor, $16.49. Downstream, $14.09. I got 6 ignition coils for $39.98. That, and then on my 4Runner, I bought a pack of 10 studs for 12 bucks. And I bought a belt that's a project I haven't done yet. That's on my, goes on my RV for 9 bucks. If I had gone to Autozone, and I'm not picking on Autozone, but basically this is pretty true for just about any of the auto parts stores, my mass airflow sensor would have been at the very cheapest 80 bucks instead of $14.80. The upstream O2 sensor, the cheapest one I could find, was $170. I paid $16.49. Downstream, $67. I paid $14. And the ignition coils would have been $250 for 6, and that was the cheapest I could find. Buying them individually would have cost a lot more. So in this case, I don't think eBay always pays off, but in this case, eBay definitely paid off. Like I said, I spent a total on all these parts of $86. If I'd have gone out and bought them locally, it would have been somewhere around $567 for the same parts. So big difference, guys. You can save a lot of money. Like I said, that mass airflow sensor is what fixed my car. $14.80 right there versus $80 to $134 is what I found on the Autozone site. So good luck.